How you feel about black women in religion, in today's religion?
I do believe Christians are like are big old hypocrites. I do want to explore in something else.
I respect that comment. Go ahead, continue.
My grandmother was in the church. My great grandmother was in the church, and they was all strong women. So I wouldn't mind, finding a woman that's in the church. There's nothing wrong with finding a woman in the church.
Whatever we do in life, it all falls on us. No one else can live our life.
I don't know how religion is useful.
If you ain't feeling the American culture and the whole thing about the 4th of July and all that, we got to get up out the country. All that BS about not celebrating, we here. Stand up for the flag.
You don't have to leave your home.
No, you shouldn't try to press your beliefs on anybody. But to me, it's like, damn, man, how can you not ask these basic questions? Like, damn.
Preacher.
Got that get, man.
If you understand there's levels to it and you start opening up the keys and shit. What's up, Kaiser?
Not too much, man. I was real interested, man. I was hearing the other guest talk about Christianity and whatnot, and how it's subverting sort of American and specifically African American culture. And I think that's a really, really interesting take.
What's up, man? Well, I appreciate the team.
I only got to be part of the game. I only got to be part of the game.
Nah, it's not because of your race, dude.
Do you mind if I stay, or do I need to skedaddle?
Nebjari, how you feel?
I'm going to enjoy this show.
I don't know. I just don't consider it personally. I know it's an issue within, our group as a people, but it's just like she was saying, we need to get over it because we are still black at the end of the day. So.
What up, though? I am Rama, Holly, Cautious, Kylie. Welcome back to another edition of Say That. This is the spot to keep it real. This is the spot to speak on how you truly feel. Do you root for the underdog? Are you the underdog? Well, say that. You don't have to be a superstar nor celebrity. We can talk past or longevity. If you got something to say, you can say it here. All we ask is keep it true and make sure your words come from you. Basically, in other words, be ready to back your shit. Now let's take a trip and remember, it's only one thing better than watching the rise, and that's being a part of the rise. So join us, speak your mind, stop any and all contributions to the problem, and be the solution. Hey, say that. Stay fresh, stay blessed, and watch the rise, family.
Brian, I'll let you start off. How you feel about black women in religion?
I mean, well, I'm gonna be serious this time. I personally, it don't matter weave or not. I don't really deal with women that go to church like that because it's not about whether they go to church or not. I don't deal with zealots like those extra out church women. Those women, especially the women that be screaming in church and all that type of shit and all that. Any woman that even talks about it too much, I really don't deal with those because they're not really realistic to me, and you can't really develop a command of your household when you deal with that type of a person. That's just my personal opinion. I don't fuck with them.
That was like an awkward silence after his talk.
Asia, I see you shaking your head. Go ahead. What you got to say?
I mean, I grew up, with the whole Christian stuff and all that. But as I've gotten older, as I've done like a little bit of research, I haven't done much. I do believe, Christians are are big old hypocrites. I do want to explore in something else.
Respect.
Huh?
Respect. I was saying respect. That's a good comment. I'm saying respect. I respect that comment. Go ahead, continue.
But anyways, I do want to do something that's, study something or learn something that's more natural. That's black, not something that the white people gave to us, or for Sundays and to study on Sundays. I don't want I want to study something that's not written by a white person, or I'm not trying to sound racist or something like that. I just want to learn more. I want to just get more into it, stuff from our people, something that's more natural. Something
You want to get more into your spirituality instead of religion.
Yeah, pretty much. But as far as I don't. Like the whole church thing, I don't go. I went one time just to make one of my friends happy. She's Christian and all that stuff, but I just wasn't feeling it. I felt like the pastor, it was a black pastor. I feel like a lot of these pastors are just much and everything that he was talking about, then just speak his words and it'll result back to money and just I don't know. I just wasn't feel he had a big ass gold or white gold process, fat as hell, big ass chain, this type of ring, and it's like you see, you know, the preacher and the first lady.
We the best church.
Big ass houses, but you see the deacons and everybody else in a Cadillac or something that's like, I don't know. I just ain't really feeling the whole Christian aspect. I do want to.
Hey, can I ask her a question? Because she was laughing at what I said, and then she kind of said everything, like she kind of said what I agree with. So I was wondering what I said that was funny.
You just said pretty much you never said specifically a Christian. You just said you can't deal with a woman that's too much into church. I didn't say that at all. You said a woman that prays too much or people that get the Holy Ghost and all that stuff. You don't feel all that. You pretty much.
I was naming the attributes of people. Yeah, anything that has to do with a Christian church, pretty much.
Yeah, so what you and I said are totally different. I didn't
You're
say that.
You're brilliant. You're brilliant. Continue.
I'm glad you noticed.
Like just that high, I could just sense the high IQ.
What was I about to say? Yeah, so I don't know. It's just I do want to get some, you know, into that spiritual whatever aspect or whatever.
Brilliant.
Why is he here?
I feel you.
Hey, let me answer.
I feel you though, KJ. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm here because you're beautiful.
Let me answer it. Now, I really don't mind a woman that's into church. You know, definitely don't mind a Christian woman. And I'm not against anybody who chooses to believe. I don't push my beliefs on anybody. Don't push your beliefs on me. And I rock a mega hat proudly. And you know, I'm just for the culture of America. America.
I like those bangs.
Hey,
what I'm saying is that my grandmother was in the church. My great grandmother was in the church, and they was all strong women. So I wouldn't mind, you know, finding a woman that's in the church. There's nothing wrong with finding a woman in the church, you know. And, you know, if you follow the values that the church really kicks to the T, it's understandable, yeah. It's just people don't follow those types of things. It depends on the individual, you know. It's nothing wrong with the church. Or black women in the church. We all human beings at the end of the day. People ain't perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter culturally or not. There's something you're doing that's not going to be perfect, period.
All right. Alexis, how you feel about it?
You know, I feel that I was growing up, I was raised in the church, but as I got older, I didn't really feel the need to have to go to church to say I believe in God or believe in whatever it is I believe in. So I think black women, when it comes to church and stereotype and what they think we are, I believe that it's overrated. It's overrated. I don't see myself the type of person, you know, catch the Holy Ghost because I went to church or do this because I went to church. I feel that I'm going to get whatever's coming to me, no matter if I go to church or not. So I agree with what she's saying. I believe that we are our own people and that whatever we do in life, it all falls on us. No one else can live our life. So that's all I got to say about that.
You got a raspy voice.
I do. I've been told. And yeah, that's just my voice. I'm sorry if it offends you.
No, I like your voice.
Hey, man, get off the homegirl's voice, nigga.
All right. Neb Johnny, how you feel about it?
How do I feel about religion?
Yeah, about black girls, black women, and their current state with religion. You know what I'm saying? For the in general, you know, not specifically, obviously.
I don't know how to. For me personally, I don't know how religion is useful, except for, and then I have to study and know what you know about your religion. But then I have to ask you, then what specific about your religion that makes that useful? You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, I wouldn't understand. I'm not a religious person, and I personally don't know how to use religion. I don't know what I would use it for.
The Ten Commandments. It's used for control.
But people, can I say something really quick, please? I'm sorry.
No.
Yes.
No.
Go ahead.
B talks when he wants to. You can go right ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You good.
A majority of these people that are just studying this like whole Christianity thing or whatever, I mean, some of them were raised on it, but a lot of people don't even know the history behind it, where it came from, how it came about. They just, they really, I don't know. That's just.
Who that blowing in the back? Go ahead, Casey.
I don't know. That's just how I feel, and it's sad because like a lot of these same people are celebrating 4th of July. Even though I grew up celebrating 4th of July and certain little holidays or whatever like that, but now that I've like learned more about them and more like a little bit, like I haven't learned a lot. I still want to learn more. But even though I've learned enough to know certain holidays, they really shouldn't be celebrated like that. They're not for Black people. But
right.
I don't know.
Can you give me an example of one of those holidays?
That's right.
4th of July.
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Hold on. I just made a video about that, posted a video about that, so y'all go to my channel and watch that. You know what I'm saying? About okay, yeah, y'all go ahead.
Like, a lot of people just like this year and last year, a lot of people just started knowing about the Juneteenth stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't see nobody going all out, oh, happy Juneteenth, blah, blah, blah. But you see all the sad Black people, oh, happy 4th of July, happy 4th. Some guy messaged me on Facebook, happy 4th of July, shorty. I said, what's happy about it? I told him, I was like, I don't celebrate it. I said, I mean, to each his own. You can do you or whatever, but that ain't for me. I don't see why.
But one thing I'm gonna say though, if you ain't feeling the American culture and the whole thing about the 4th of July and all that, we gotta get up out the country. All that BS about not celebrating, we here. Stand up for the flag.
You don't have to leave your home.
This is
I'm saying if you ain't representing and you ain't down to ride for the country. If you ain't representing,
you're not down
I'm with the president.
Ride with the industrial resolution.
Kick these niggas out. Period. We don't need you.
Don't worry, bro. Ain't no NASA agents on this call right now trying to monitor what you saying or nothing like that.
Nah,
so you don't
I know that, but I'm just keeping it real. I just feel that way. Like, nigga, stand up for the fucking flag. Nigga, stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance, nigga.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Trust, they monitor my shit, nigga. Trust, nigga. They banned one of my videos is banned in about 30
And that's Young
seconds
Fit speaking. Stand up for the flag.
Every time you post something like this or whatever like that, it's getting a spam or banned, or you go on to Facebook.
All right.
All
right, that's enough of all that.
And her chance to answer. She ain't got a chance to answer the question.
You trying to make America great again?
You still keep forgetting. Keita.
Because I was gonna say, honestly, I was gonna say Kuda, but I was like, that don't sound right. I was like, I don't think that's. I'm not gonna say the name.
Keita is one of the most simplest names.
I was gonna say Kuda. Hey, but look, I'm smoking right now, man. I don't remember now. I
remember earlier. That's why I know what my response is.
That's what the smoking does to you.
Well, Keita. Yeah. My bad, Black Queen. More power to you. How you feel about it?
My dad calls me Black Queen. That's funny. But there's nothing wrong with the church. The church is a cult. People need that in their lives. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the church. I don't fuck with it. I grew up in the church, but I can't fuck with it. It does nothing for me at all. I
put you to sleep.
I went
because that's what it really means. Put me to sleep. Nap time.
Yeah, it was
nap time.
It does put me to sleep. But I ventured off, and I even wanted to be Buddhist. I ventured off, learned about all the other religions. They really don't do nothing. I do respect our religions. You said you wanted to look into something. Voodoo is ours. The Orishas is ours. That's more African, and
and that's
oh, yeah, I mean, Oshun, Ogun, any.
You gonna have to write it down in the message.
Keisha,
you gotta write it down in the
African. I ain't never been to Africa.
That's fine.
That's great. In fact,
yes.
In fact, check this out.
Down in the message part for me.
Not so-called all Black people are from directly from Africa in that sense.
Right.
Remember, you were already here in the so-called Americas too. So what I'm saying is all so-called black people, and I hate using that word, are indigenous to the planet. We need to remember that. So at the end of the day,
we was here
you know what I'm
first,
saying?
period. It's all ours.
Still,
Well,
I mean,
I'm just saying in the standpoint that those are ours. She was saying that she didn't want the Christian shit. She didn't want Yankee Doodle.
Exactly. That's still not yours.
I think we all should be Yankee Doodle.
So-
We all represent America.
So when you say America, you can't say. So when you say America, like this is your land too, and this is your land. Period. This is not just you got to leave and go to Africa. No, Africa is for people who recognize that who actually have people from Africa, and you still have your roots and stuff. If you just read a book or you just seen the movie Roots and you thinking that you're from Africa, then that's on you. That's your mindset. But there. I mean, and then there's there are plenty of people here that are also a mixture of the people who are, I'm going to use the term first class Africans and second and third class Africans, meaning, to me, a third class African would be like the Africans that so-called, on slave ships, things like second class Africans would be the Amerindian people who mix between the so-called the Carib, people and the people here in this land, and then Canada, so-called Canada, which is the same landmass. They just drew a line across it. You know what I'm saying? They drew a line across through Mexico, so-called Mexico, and places like part of Arizona and California was Mexico. So you got to remember,
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. All I care about is a dollar bill, man. You can call me Dollar Bill. That's my nationality. Dollar bill. Because that's the only thing that's paying bills is dollar bills. Africans ain't paying bills. Dollar bill get me moving, my gas moving. Dollar bill keeps the lights on. I'm about to start a religion called paper money.
That's what religion is. Isn't that how they first got money? Isn't that how religion first originated?
The religions, they robbed Africa. They
we gotta get back in the culture. The culture is money.
That's how they got money. That's how the churches got money. That's how Jesus Christ got paid to pay you to give you your blessings. That's where they come from. It's in an economic system that's surrounded by those that control the money, which is all, pretty much that Jesuit empire people. What do you want to call them? They on their dollar bills, the money that you like. It's in your face.
You want the dollar bill. It say "In God We Trust" on the back of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, we
what
know.
God is they talking about though?
Exactly.
I was going to say that. That was my question.
So that's what I'm saying. We're fighting each other at each other's throats about menial, small things, that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. True.
It's insanity.
Good thing is we ain't arguing. We all in agreement. There's some bullshit going on.
We're discussing, but the things that we're talking about is through, years of pain and abuse and things. We're talking about, again, the angry black woman, all that. But
I'm fuck with it, boy. How you feel about the religion thing?
Man, here we go. Religion. Well, first of all, by definition of the Websters, I'm not saying that this is what it is, but by definition of the Websters, when we talk about religion, we're talking about a belief system, right? And everybody has a belief system. So, in a sense, you can say you're religious or you're not religious, but by definition, if you have some type of belief, no matter what you believe, it's a belief system, and that would somewhat make you religious. True. Right?
Some people just either don't.
Right? So my belief system my belief system isn't a belief system. I have a knowing system. I have a gut feeling, and I know what I know. I don't know it all. I definitely don't know it all because information is infinite, but I know that what I believe is true. And let me tell you why. Because if I know it to the point to what I believe is true, then it automatically makes it true by default. Just like, say, for some sense, some people in an insane asylum, right? They see people, but you don't see them. But, some type of chemical is going on in their head to where they could see these people, or they're tapped into a different dimension. So just because you can't see it doesn't mean it exists. In their head, it does exist, and therefore makes it true. So let's say, for instance, my afterlife, what I know is what I know. So more likely than not, when this body lays to rest, this vessel, I'll probably be going on to the next dimension of what I believe or know it to be. Just like to say some people, if you believe in heaven or hell so much and you think hell is this place where, oh, I'm going to go, I'm going to burn, I'm going to suffer for eternal, and it's all these bad things, and you're not sure if you're going to heaven or hell, most likely your ass might be going to hell. You feel me? Or maybe you may have this picture of heaven in your head. Oh, it's golden streets, it's bright in the sky, and Jesus Christ looks like this, or whatever the case may be. You might end up seeing that nigga just like you thought he would look. You feel me? So, I mean, the whole religion shit, man, you know, it's sad because it's like people don't ask questions. And I feel fit on that. Like, you know, you shouldn't try to press your beliefs on anybody. But to me, it's like, damn, man, how can you not ask these basic questions? Like, damn.
But G.I., one thing I'm going to say, though, bro, is that you should start a church, my nigga. I will come to your church.
I was like, preach out, preacher.
You got that gift, man.
That's
you at the toe.
I'm talking about like some, because truthfully, I'm on the metaphysical type shit. I'm on the whole astrology, numerology, esoteric, comedic type shit. You feel me? And that's where we go with it. Information is infinite. And, you know, when you have these type of beliefs and you see the type of shit that you start seeing once you have this information, it's crazy. It's almost like you in a whole different world. You see shit totally different the way that most people see it, you know what I'm saying? And the conscious community is growing. It's a whole bunch of that. And actually, I'm thinking about taking a trip over there to Harlem and shit because they energy is so heavy and deep in the black community, and niggas is really out there. Like, man, I need to get out there and connect with these niggas because they're on top of their shit. Feel me? They deep. They say words. They say words, and I have to go grab a dictionary. Like, oh shit, what the fuck did this nigga just say? Real quick. You feel?
And it be the ones that you least expect.
And it's very intellectual. It's very intuitive, and like I say, man, religion to each his own. But people don't know. All the religions. It's kind of saying the same things, but people. They get the wrong impression of it or the wrong perception because they're letting people. First of all, if people got back to the basics of numerology and understanding what certain metaphors mean, like lightness and darkness and the fucking trumpets and all that type of shit like that, if you understand there's levels to it and you start opening up the keys and shit, you see a total different Bible than what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know, people take things and mistreat it and abuse it. And then y'all know the Christian game. I ain't even got to say nothing about that. And half of these motherfuckers don't even know they really worshiping Satan. And I ain't saying Satan is the devil or this bad entity or deity. Just saying, you feel me? People don't even notice, and people won't even take the time to look and study and go deeper and try to realize actually where this information is came from. People just taking other words for it, like, nigga, if the body is the temple, why the fuck I gotta go to church and get the word from you? Nigga, I could speak directly to God. Why I gotta go through a middleman? You feel me? Like, fuck all that bullshit. I ain't with that.
Hey, what's up, Holly? It's your boy Kaiser.
Take your phone off of mute.
White boy.
Your phone on mute.
Somebody said,
at any rate, what's up, man? How's it going? How's the stream going?
I didn't even know how you. I didn't even know you was in here. My bad. You wasn't supposed to be in this call right here. It's going good though. What's up, Kaiser?
Not too much, man. I was real interested, man. I was hearing the other guest, talk about Christianity and whatnot, and how it's subverting sort of American and specifically African American culture. And I think that's a really, really interesting take.
That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate that you interested.
Always got to be part of the game. Always got to be a part of the game.
Are they making fun of me for my race now, or what?
Oh man, hold on, let me catch up.
Nah, it's not because of your race, dude. I mean, this was a personal call, and then you just kind of jumped in, and we weren't expecting you to come in, and so this was like a private conversation we were just having between however many people was on the and you kind of came in unexpected, so it kind of just
Yeah,
threw
I
off
didn't
the whole
actually.
vibe.
What happened was his name must have still been inside the group from our last call. I didn't know that it was still in there, and actually, yeah, this wasn't supposed to be like just an open call. This was kind of a for us type of thing, you know. But
Oh, my
yeah.
bad, man. My bad. Rory, he was like, "Hey, man, you wanna step in for me?" Holly Collie, he reached out asking if I wanted to come on a stream. I'm busy. Do you think you could do that for me? And I said, sure. So that's kind of how I got here.
I asked him to come on a stream. I didn't ask him to come on a stream.
Oh, my bad, man. That's the story I got.
No, yeah. The names may have just still been inside the group, so I may have forgot to delete you guys out the group before I started this chat. But yeah.
Oh, my bad, man. Do you mind if I stay, or do I need to skedaddle?
I mean, it's cool. I don't mind. It's just yeah, I don't mind. Go ahead.
Do you mind or you don't mind?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind if you stay. I don't mind if you stay. I mean, let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all.
White boy in church.
Hold on.
Last time I was a white boy in church, he killed everybody. Y'all gonna let a white boy? I'm joking. Let him in. I'm joking.
Nah. Yeah. I'm gonna ask y'all though. I don't mind, but I'm gonna ask y'all because we was doing our own thing. So I'm gonna let y'all decide if y'all.
I don't mind. It's hard for me to hate like them. I don't know how to hate like that.
I don't mind. My take is done though, but I don't mind.
I don't hate anybody, guys. So.
See, you're not getting it's not. He didn't say that you hated anybody. He was just being ignorant. You gotta excuse him.
Yeah, no. For whatever reason.
He wasn't saying that you hated anyone. He was just pretty much saying like a hater. Like,
oh, I figured.
Nebjari, how you feel?
I'm going to enjoy this show.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's no bueno.
Actually, when he came in, that's so hilarious. This is kind of dope.
What?
Not trying to be rude, but I think it would be best that he does leave because it's like, what the stuff that we were talking about is like, I don't know. I think it probably.
It's black people shit. Say what it is. I know who the fuck Kaiser is.
Some people, they're not.
I do.
I don't know.
I mean, here's my only point of contention with that. Here's my point of contention with that. You're saying it's black people stuff. This is stuff that only affects your community.
Look,
but I also ascribe to
damn Kaiser. We don't give a fuck what you talking about, dude. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like on some real shit. Like these some black issues. We talking about black shit. Like get the fuck out of here. We heard the end of that shit on your fucking show with that racist shit. I told you, you're not gonna fucking sit here and talk to my fucking black people like you some fucking like I don't know what type of snow monkey shit you gonna do. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Like roll your mayonnaise ass the fuck up out of here, bro. Like you see what the fuck is going on.
What's called the ad hominem, bro? I came in here.
All right, yeah. Hey, Kaiser, all right. Yeah. You know what? Hey,
if you get your fucking Santa Plymouth Rock fuck ass the fuck up out of here.
European harmony.
All right, yeah, Kaiser. Hey, Kaiser. I think you should it'd be best if we go ahead and finish this because we was on kind of a good vibe and I like where we was at. And I don't. It's not where I'm trying to take the show right now. I'm not trying to take this show to no argument. We was having a nice show and I don't want it to be on this level. So I'm gonna just have to ask you to.
Right on. Yeah, no, I'll hop out real quick. Can you send me the link so I can watch on YouTube?
Definitely.
That's what he wanted.
All right.
Hope you got it.
No,
right.
I wanna watch this. I genuinely care about the plight of all Americans.
Genuinely don't.
Okay,
all right.
That's
something.
Yeah, anyways, Holly.
I'm gonna say this in front of him.
I'm out here.
Go watch his show. Go watch his show. Go watch his show. This is what he wants. So watch this. I'm gonna plug it for you, white boy. So check this out.
Yeah, this is going to be a topic of one of his shows another week from now.
So check this out. So I'm gonna talk to you.
You better get this tax kid before he makes something of his own.
I'm gonna say this to the two black women. Respect to you two queens, you know what I'm saying? No matter what your hair wear, whatever you talk, you know what I'm saying? You're beautiful to me. But this dude right here, he's disrespectful. He says subliminal shit. I have to explain it to you all later. You You know what I'm saying? You
No,
don't
I
know.
totally understand where you're coming
Yo,
from.
Nibjari,
I don't
Nibjari.
feel that it's best that he's in here either. So
Hey, Nibjari, I'll send you a pic of my girlfriend, man.
Oh
All right, I'll
damn!
send it
I don't.
Hey, you really gotta get the.
I
Hey,
told you that.
Cassius, you talking about you don't want no debate and get this man off the phone? You know we about to keep going back and forth.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Let's get back where we was going. We get back into it later. We can schedule a debate if y'all want to get back into it, Kaiser.
I just
We
like
can schedule that up.
I don't do no fucking debates, man.
Kaiser, we can schedule something up, but right now we're in the midst of doing.
You know, you always welcome to go back and forth with me at any time. You know, just
yeah. I'm fine with that. Anyways, Holly, I'm sorry I stumbled on your stream, man. I will send you a picture of my girlfriend. She's a Nigerian immigrant. She's a petroleum engineer.
Immigrant.
She's amazing.
and
Well,
we
yeah,
have those people are-
she wasn't born in America.
Nigerian. She's Nigerian immigrant. Okay, she just came in.
Okay, good job.
Immigrant. I like that word.
Hey, somebody get a big ass jar of mayonnaise. Hey, what's the address? I want to see some mayonnaise.
A white person
My
type.
God.
Well, I'll get back to you, Kaiser.
Yeah, man, sounds good.
And I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link so you can tune in and leave your comments and whatnot, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
We can share some hate on another link. We can share hate on another level, but right now we.
She's. I was like,
Nigerian immigrant. I know.
Well, yeah, she's here.
I'm not from
Just
Nigeria. I don't know what you know. I don't know. That's crazy. Africa's a continent with countries on it.
Somebody tell me why. Did somebody tell me how that mattered?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. I didn't get it.
Because
What happened? What just happened?
Nibjari
Right
thinks I'm so full of hate.
All right. Hey, yeah, we got to cut this right here, right now. We got to cut this and continue back to
meetings.
So we're letting him play with us.
You said what?
Oh man, this is like a waste of time, bro.
At any rate, I'm gone. Send me the link. I'll watch.
Got you.
I figured out who he sounds like.
Who's that?
What's that? Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
He does.
That's Joe Rogan.
Hey, it do sound like that nigga do sound like Joe Rogan.
He
Hey, I
does.
just thought about that. He do hella sound like Joe Rogan. All right, so damn, made me forget where the fuck we was at. So anyway, the next question was, are black women stronger than other nationalities? And I will start with Unfuckwittable. Go ahead.
Hell,
I'm mad
yeah.
that it just killed his whole little vibe because he had us all going. We was feeling it. Like,
Hell, motherfucking yeah, man. We the indigenous people to this planet. We the indigenous people to this planet. So of course, the black woman is the strongest. We were born from the black woman. You feel me? I mean, goddamn, look at, and she's still here after all we've been through. She's still here. You feel me? And it's it's a beautiful thing. You know, I think sometimes I think one of the females said it earlier that sometimes people may mistake strength for anger, but it's just like, nah, I mean, shit, nigga, you just ain't about to get over on me. Everybody else might want to sugarcoat the shit, but I'm not having it just because, you know, everything that she's been through. I mean, you know, she always been here by a nigga side, man. Hold it down, you feel me? So, yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, what other proof do any other race got? We already know black don't crack. How many motherfuckers could go in the hottest place of Africa and not fucking burn? It's because of the melanin in the skin. You feel me? That shit. If people think of it as a skin pigment, don't think of it as a pigment. Think of it as a technology. You feel me? That shit is technology right there. That shit adapts to anything, and not just here on Earth. I'm talking about, you know, out in the cosmos too. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a little bit deeper than just it's deeper than just the black woman. You feel me? It goes deeper than that. I ain't gonna go into that though. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay. Alexis. I can't hear you. Is your mic on?
Ooh.
No, I can't hear you. Kita,
Like put it on like 78. It's cold.
Kita, how you feel about
Kita?
it? Yeah, Kita.
What was the question again?
Are black women stronger than other nationalities?
Other nationalities? Yes, because no existence of human would be here if it wasn't for the black woman. There's no comparison when it comes to the black woman. She was the first walking person, thing of our species. So there's no comparison, really, honestly, to other women. You don't get anybody else without us. So I don't really know anything from no. There's just no comparison.
Hey, hey, Callie, when you say strong, are you talking about mental or physical, or are you combining those?
In general.
I mean, wherever you feel when you hear the word strong.
Well,
I mean, in all those areas, have strength.
I feel like physically it's a no-brainer. Blacks are always smarter physically, but I think that emotional instability can cause them to not access their full potential on a level when a person is on one, they can easily, perform at their highest level. But, a lot of times people perform below that, for whatever reason.
Check you out having some sense there.
Mm-hmm.
Nebzari?
And yeah, no other woman has history like the black woman. So there's no comparison. Like there's just no comparison. Like I just don't see. I'm trying, but it's just not there.
Yeah, like for me, like for me, culturally, again, I don't know how to understand that question in the sense of like that's all I know. Like my mama's a black woman, and all black women on the planet have that history. Like it's untouched. So I don't know. I don't. What do you mean? Like, so, I asked this question, there's Queen Nzinga and there's Mekonnen, King Mekonnen in Ethiopia. There's him and his queen and, Haile Selassie, his queen, you always have, these.
And this is just information that we are actually allowed to have because we can't talk about the Americas. Of course, that was wiped out.
Yeah, and in America, every warrior had his queen. So culturally, but I guess Black America, that's not considered. Like, there's no rites of passage for men and things like that. So there's a whole bunch of things to me missing culturally as far as like Black America, Black men and Black women, in a certain sense. And so it's hard for me to really say, except for what I said. Like I have to look at that culturally. But as far as me, there's not just a comparison. But I can't consider another woman, if that makes sense. I don't have a point. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no point. Like I don't know about. I guess when you go to school in America, you learn about Greek history and stuff like that. But Greeks, if you go look up, if you go to Greece, Akrotiri, Greek, like you'll see ancient paintings and certain people, like they moved those people out and they have white people there now, but that's the Mediterranean. That was the Ethiopian Wakim. That was like pretty much the Ethiopian Sea. So what I'm saying to answer the question is
Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah, Henrietta Lacks. Yeah, that's another. And Henrietta Lacks. Yeah, but yeah, she contains the genes. Her genes are
all these little medicines.
Yeah. Here in America, you know what? Here in America, the fact that the medical industry exists because of the Black woman.
Yep.
Things like that. So yeah, there is no comparison. Yeah. So yeah, there's things right here in America. Yeah, name those. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to answer. Yeah, it's like that's the only woman on the planet is the Black woman. Everybody else is just a copy or derivative.
They still test on purpose because
when he asked. When he asked the question,
strongest, they're the strongest. They're the number one.
I forgot the doctor's name that purposely brutalized gynecologists, brutalized Black women. They've been known our genetic makeup and what it can do. They've been known. They still literally test on us to this day. Every doctor's visit that we go to, then they're taking our
samples.
Samples. That's DNA.
It is not meant for Black people to list themselves as Black people take that off.
Don't.
And put organs to be donated in your will to a family member or another.
What was the topic?
Lisa, I can't hear him.
We can't hear you.
Oh, I was saying, KJ, I couldn't really hear you that good. I don't know if it was just me. Did y'all hear her good, or was that just my phone?
There was
Both
some
of
noise.
y'all.
Okay, so how about now?
Yeah, I
I
can.
I was just saying, just like how she said, when Keita was just talking, I was just piggybacking off of that, like how black people list themselves as donors on their IDs. They don't need that shit on their IDs. Take that shit off. It's no good for us. All they're doing is orchestrating murders and shit like that just to get harvest our organs and all that other extra stuff with whatever. But you're able. A lot of people don't know you're able to put your organs in your will when you die, so that way they can go to a family member, a loved one, or something like that. You don't have to mark yourself as a donor, but a lot of black people don't know that.
Wow. Yeah.
Because we're the number one donor.
That's good to know.
They think that is doing something good. No, if you see a rich white person somewhere and they need a heart and they know, they go by the name, they see a poor black person that's living somewhere in the ghetto, they can arrange for something to happen to that person just so that they can get their organs and or so they can get that heart for that rich white man that's a billionaire.
But did y'all hear about that Kanika Jenkins?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that was something like that.
Yeah, there's been stories.
Overall, I did hear it. It was crazy. That turned everybody into investigators and the CEI and CSIs and SVUs and all that stuff. But yeah, that was a crazy thing.
Wasn't there?
What was the original question?
Fit. The question was, are black women stronger than other nationalities, than all other nationalities?
Are black women stronger than other nationalities? Hell yeah. You seen those pictures of those black women with those whips on their back, nigga? Have you seen 12 Years of Slavery, nigga?
Hell yeah, I feel it.
Come on, bro. That's like
Ain't no white woman gonna survive that.
Hell nah, they ain't making it through that shit and still be walking the earth.
Hell no. They snitching and everything.
So they are the strongest women out here. Make a left right here. So, you know,
which
they
is
like
more
us.
often mistaken as being a naked black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So black women
Brian,
are built to survive.
Brian, did you answer that yet?
Yeah, I answered it. I answered it by asking a question. I was just saying, physically, of course, but like all of us, as a race, we're stronger than all the other races for sure. But where we all slip up is like how people apply their knowledge. Because it's like I don't give credit to like ignorant motherfuckers. Like you can't just be black and call yourself a king or a queen and you doing dumbass shit. So it's like it's a difference between that type of motherfucker and somebody that's holding. So it's like when you first asked the question, I was trying to distinguish if you meant like black American or like people of color on the planet, because I look at people that are international different than people that are from this country, because you know what I'm saying, they look at us differently too. Like I look at like people around the world that speak like 6 or 7 languages and we over here speaking English. You know what I'm saying? Like we're kind of like we're deficiency to some degree. So it's like, I know we're strong.
He just post a picture of his girlfriend.
This nigga didn't send a picture of his.
She looked black to me.
So
can I answer that question for you?
So,
can I answer that question for you?
Isn't it? Don't we all know what a Sambo is? Yeah, we do.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not gonna down that sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her. So, keep, on some other shit. Yeah, I probably would have something to say, but on some other shit, she likes what she likes. She's wearing that Nike shirt. So I'm saying, big ups to the sister, but Kaiser, I'm glad that you're trying to fit in and that you're trying to impress us. That's cute.
But it ain't working.
I really did use the word cute. That's not really, but anyway.
All right, go ahead, Alexis.
Anyway, you don't impress us, and I know you hear us. I know what you're doing, and you know what?
How much?
We're gonna watch you do this. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear what I told you at the beginning of your show, but.
Let me tell you why I think African American women are wiser and stronger. Remember back in the slavery days, how you had the white woman working, and then you had the white woman with the black slave watching their kids? who was nursing the kids? The black woman, right? So obviously the white woman knew that, you know, when you breastfeed, when you feed a baby, that gives you all the nutrients. It helps the baby from not being sick and what for it.
Yep. Wasn't the Similac invented because they couldn't really produce milk?
Yep. So with that being said, the white woman knew back in the day that breast milk was the best for their white babies. That's why they had us. That's why they had us feeding their babies. Now you ain't gonna go back in the old days and see a white woman or another white woman, whether they're a slave or not, feeding their white babies. It was always a black woman feeding the white babies. Is that not right?
What was that a meme or what was that? The term?
Yeah, the right term. I mean, well, not.
So he can control his own environment.
Somebody talking or is that somebody's TV?
Somebody's talking.
Who's that?
It's a woman in a car.
Who's talking?
It's a woman in a car.
Oh, that must be Odie's woman. Must have had her join in.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
Who is that? Is that Fit?
Yeah, that's him.
Fit left out.
No, I think that's Fit.
It don't show his little thing at the top.
Who's KA? Who's KA?
Oh, that must be Kaiser. Yeah, he must have came back in here.
He get his ass out of here.
But it doesn't show his thing up there. I don't see his.
I know. I don't even see. I don't see his logo.
I'm fuck with it, but go put some clothes on.
Who the fuck
is that my brother? He look like he in the garage. No, he got a t-shirt on.
That's Fit.
He got a white beater on.
I know. I'm just playing.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
Huh?
Oh, now we hear you.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You driving?
Yeah.
He going to go get him. He going to go get him a fat ass.
Get out of
here. A hamburger. Why go get him a hamburger?
What's the new question?
Everybody answer. Oh no, unfuckwittable. I'm about to answer that.
Kaiser's girlfriend.
Unfuckwittable. Unfuckwittable. How you feel
yeah, what's up? What's up?
Why are you, brother?
Are black women stronger than, and as Kasia said, wiser than other nationalities?
All right, wait. Ask that again.
Are black women stronger and wiser than other nationalities?
Yeah. I think I already answered that. I think I was like the first.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see. You didn't say wiser the first time. You only said stronger. That's a whole nother aspect. But I ain't gonna go there. But you could go to the next one.
Answer the question. Answer the question. It's fucking funny.
Okay, so now let me ask y'all about like.
Oh, hey. Can my sister answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, here go my twin sister. Hold on. Just put the earphones in here. He's gonna ask you a question real quick. Go ahead, answer the question.
Can she hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What up? What's good?
What up, though? You want to introduce yourself first?
Oh, my name is Alicia. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
All right. Are black women stronger and wiser than other nationalities?
What kind of question is that? That's a no-brainer. You know why it is? Because we as black women, we don't take no shit. So when we know we gotta do shit and we ain't got no men in our lives that's gonna do it for us, we gotta do it. All the other nationalities will be different. They'll do anything to keep their man, even if it's selling their soul. But I'm a black woman. Peace. Oops. I do that shit by myself. I'm not going to necessarily say they're weaker, but they're weaker.
So my next question, while we got you there, let me ask you my next question. My next question is how do you feel about light skin versus dark skin? Do you feel like that's an issue that we deal with right now? Like light skinned black women, do you feel like they have issues with dark skinned black women?
maybe 10 years ago, but now, no. I don't think so. That's my personal opinion.
No.
Back when I was in middle school and high school, you was a shit if you was light skinned with long, pretty hair. Now it's like the world accepts more diversity, and the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Nowadays, that's what I remember hearing.
But that's still, even with you answering it like that, that's still, you're separating it from, because and I think back in Lion King they started that light skin, dark skin beef.
I was like, what Lion King was you watching, man?
No, because you know how Scar was the dark skin.
Oh yeah, you right. She right.
Yeah,
you right.
I'm just playing, but I think it still does exist. A lot more people are. Sometimes the black art culture can be. It's just sad. It's embarrassing because a lot of people, they do try to segregate the light skins from the dark skins, or they'll tell a dark skinned person, "Oh, you're cute to be a dark skinned girl." What the fuck does that mean? I'm black. Still,
yeah.
At the end of the day, light skin, because not all. I mean, and this sounds like it sounds like I'm backpedaling, but still, like, just because you're light skinned don't mean you're popular. At the end of the day, we're all still black, though.
Okay,
I heard another dark skinned girl say that.
I agree with her. I agree with her, because now that I think about it, there's been certain situations where I'm at work and they think that the light-skinned girl is more of a seniority, but actually I'm the head honcho boss lady. You know what I'm saying? But they would think because she's standing next to me that she was the manager, when in fact I'm her manager. So yeah, I agree with her.
And you got a lot of people, but it's like, then you got some people. There's some guys out there, they say like most light-skinned dudes like dark-skinned women want most light-skinned women like dark-skinned, whatever, vice versa, whatever. But it's like, it's still all stupid, even though, everybody has their own preference, but it's still all stupid to me. I mean, I know I was one of those people back in the day when I'm more darker skinned, so I'd be more interested in the light-skinned dudes. But now it's just like, that don't mean nothing, even though a lot of light-skinned dudes ain't shit. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, but no, now it's just like, I don't really have like too much of a preference as far as like their skin tone. I'm open to, trying something different. That's just like, the whole "you pretty for a big girl" type shit, and all, like, it's all stupid and it's ignorant. It don't make sense. We're all black at the end of the day. At the end of the day, and I don't know. It's more I want to say, but I'll come back to it after everybody else answers it.
Keita?
Like Missy Elliott over there.
Yes, black. I don't know. I really don't. I don't consider it, but I know it's an issue. I don't know. I just find like I don't consider it myself, but I know it's an issue in society. But that's embedded even in history because of the light-skinned were favored over the dark-skinned. Like, that's literally like, isn't that how like Creole and like even like the whole Louisiana, like, isn't that like a whole like culture damn near of the light skin over the dark skin? And I don't know. So I'm saying it's embedded.
The Teon laws.
Yeah, the Teon laws of wrapping your hair. Black women can show their natural hair, but yeah.
Yeah, there's laws about it. It's crazy.
But
yeah, I think we got a troll here. We got a troll here on our channel. Tiger.
Yeah, because I'm like, what is that?
I love
noise?
Trolls.
But he don't care. He feels like this is why he do what he wants.
All right, so he left though. So the Nabjari, were you done? I'm sorry, were you done, Keita?
Yeah, because I don't know. I just don't consider it personally. I know it's an issue within, our group as a people, but it's just like she was saying, we need to get over it because we are still black at the end of the day. So
if black people can't get like they do the electric stop, and when they doing the electric slide, we'd be unstoppable.
Exactly.
Nabjari.
I personally don't consider it, but again, growing up and hearing certain things from women, older, the older women, and then you get older and you still hear certain women repeat those things. So I try to steer away from that, and you can kind of see it how a woman projects in herself, whether she thinks like that or not, or if that's so. It's kind of like you kind of know the signs, so you know if you can. But other than that, I personally don't have a preference. I think it's insane.
Because we're all one. All our melanin is.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I guess that's been long enough. We've been on here about 2 hours, so I definitely appreciate. Huh?
What's your opinion on
it? Yeah, I like light skin. I like dark skin. You know, big, small, in between. You know, it depends on where the mental at. You know, but as far as the shapes and sizes and skin tones, I like them all. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mental.
Let's see what Mr. Brian got to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Poochie.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a preference. I like them all. Shit. I like all women, like thick, thin, small, dark. Shit, I like them all.
Surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, you don't know. You wouldn't even know.
I'm just fucking with you. Don't take it personal.
Oh, you have a great night, lady.
Alexis, are you still there? Did you get a chance to answer that? Alexis? Okay, guess not. Well, I had a great time with y'all, man. I definitely appreciate it. You know, thank you for tuning in and getting those words out. You know what I mean? It was definitely nice. I enjoyed it. If y'all want to say anything before we go, the floor is open. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to say it was great meeting everyone, the new people, or maybe I just haven't seen you before. But yeah, it was great, good conversation. I felt the love. I thought this is great vibes.
Agreed. Definitely agreed.
Y'all look high.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Nah, I just I enjoyed it. It was my first time on the show. That's my cousin right there, Holly Fitz. That's my cousin as well. Unfuckwittable. I knew him since middle school, elementary school, so I'm familiar with them. It was nice meeting y'all, new faces. I will be returning again. It's a lot more that I do have to say, some more subjects that I do want to chime in on. So long as you know, after 7:00, I'm available. I get off work, unless it's on a Sunday or Monday, then I'm off. So yes, I'll definitely be back. And like I said, that would be cool if blacks could come together like we do when we're doing the electric slide. We'd be unstoppable. That's real shit.
I agree.
And yeah, I mean, I love black people, kings, queens. Then we got niggas and bitches too, but you know, majority of us is kings and queens, and that's how I acknowledge when you act like a nigga, I'm gonna call you a nigga. When you act like a bitch, I'm gonna call you a bitch. If you're being a regular, you acting like you got some sense, you're a king, you're a queen. But I know I could just go on and on. I'm about to go in here and eat them. So it's been real, y'all.
Right. Brian?
Oh man, love, peace, and hair grease. All that good shit.
Put too much hair grease on the weave to the ankles.
Oh, you funny. Hey, you have a good night, young lady. You trying to get all extra sweet at the end of the night.
Hey, I'm sweet, period. But you was just being extra.
I believe it. I was fucking with you the whole time.
I'm gonna connect y'all on Facebook, and y'all could do all that later. You know what I mean? I'm Friday
night TV show, nigga. I'm Friday night.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Any final words?
I'm just happy to be black. I'm happy to be an African American black queen. Ain't nothing gonna change that. And if you don't like it, then you can kiss my natural black, please. I'm just fucking with y'all. We gotta stick together. There's a cold world out there. No matter what religion you believe in, no matter what amount of money you make, we still gotta stick together. Gotta have each other back.
Right. All right. Another thing is this Sunday, if y'all want to get into a show, I'm having a show again with Baba Musomi. So y'all go to my channel and check out to see who he is. But yeah, he's very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be no bashing back and forth. You know, it's just we gonna really go get into something deep that's really gonna help us build. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to be a part of that, I'd love to have y'all. You know what I mean? This Sunday, it'll probably be probably around this time, like probably a little earlier, maybe 6 or 7. Around 6 or 7 on Sunday. So just letting y'all know in advance.
Yeah, I'm off on Sunday, and I ain't got to go to church or nothing like that. So.
Yep. I second that motion.
All right. Well. All right. Well, y'all have a good night, man. Stay blessed. You know, peace to the gods. Have a good night, man.
All right.
Have a good night.
Y'all too. Buddy. Everybody. Talk to y'all later.
Bye. Bye.
Hotel kings and queens. Ashe. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
All right.
Good night.
What up, though? I am Rama, Holly, Cautious, Kylie. Welcome back to another edition of Say That. This is the spot to keep it real. This is the spot to speak on how you truly feel. Do you root for the underdog? Are you the underdog? We'll say that. You don't have to be a superstar nor celebrity. We can talk past or longevity. If you got something to say, you can say it here. All we ask is keep it true and make sure your words come from you. Basically, in other words, be ready to back your shit. Now let's take a trip and remember, it's only one thing better than watching the rise, and that's being a part of the rise. So join us, speak your mind, stop any and all contributions to the problem, and be the solution. Hey, say that. Stay fresh, stay blessed, and watch the rise, family. Yo, what up, fam? It's the boy Ali Kali.
That's why we're here talking about it. It's not the actual physical money, because the money don't mean shit.
All right, you gonna get out?
No, I'm not.
Wait, so you're not getting out of the car?
Do I have to? What was your name for the record?
Deputy. Okay. You got a license on
It's
it?
not my belief.
Deputy.
Tacos today, tacos tomorrow, taco every day. Hey,
either you with it or you not. This shit about to change everything.
You can't use dollar bills no more. You can't use no paper currency.
I don't think he's an idiot.
Niggas is still talking about slavery.
He's lost his fucking mind.
Us as a people were mentally trained to be crabs in a bucket.
Culture people, or people with culture, their culture comes first.
Life is awesome, man. I'm fucking ecstatic, bro.
But I tell you what, he's opened a lot of people's mind, like making people do a little more research than they already have.